What if the final season of Outlander doesn't simply close the story, but completely rewrites everything fans thought they understood? After years of waiting, speculation, and emotional investment, the final chapter of Outlander is finally on the horizon, and this time, the announcement feels different, heavier, more final, because Season 8 isn't just another installment in a long-running series. It's the end of a journey that has spanned centuries, crossed timelines, and followed characters fans have grown up with. The wait for this moment has felt especially long. When Season 7 wrapped up back in January 2025, it left viewers suspended in uncertainty. The story paused at a critical moment, and for over a year, fans were left wondering when and how it would all continue. But now, the answer has arrived, and surprisingly, the return is closer than anyone expected. The 8th and final season will premiere on Friday, March 6, 2026. 10 episodes will make up the final chapter, with new episodes releasing weekly on Fridays. That steady schedule is a return to form, bringing the series back to the rhythm that helped build its loyal audience in the first place. And there's something quietly poetic about that date. March 6th is the same day Season 6 premiered back in 2022, creating a subtle sense of coming full circle. That sense of balance matters, especially after the unusual path the series has taken in recent years. Season 7 was ambitious in scope, stretching across major historical events and emotional arcs. But its split release Part 1 in summer 2023 and Part 2 not arriving until late fall 2024 created a long and sometimes frustrating gap. While the story itself was powerful, the wait tested patience and divided fans. Season 8 avoids that entirely by keeping things simple, consistent, and focused. But the release schedule is only the surface of why this season feels so important. Season 8 brings Claire and Jamie back to Fraser's Ridge after years away. On paper, it sounds like a homecoming, a return to familiar land, a chance to rebuild. But home is no longer what it once was. Time has passed, people have changed, and the ridge itself has evolved in ways that create new pressures for them both. Their return forces them to confront the reality that you can never truly go back to the past. The place they left behind is not frozen in time, and neither are they. What once felt like safety now comes with responsibility, tension, and consequences. Every choice they make affects not just themselves, but everyone who calls Fraser's Ridge home. Claire and Jamie's relationship has already endured more than most could imagine. War, separation, loss, betrayal, and impossible sacrifices have tested them again and again. Yet this final season raises the stakes even higher. Long-buried family secrets begin to surface, and some of them carry the power to change everything they believe about their lives. These aren't just external threats. They're deeply personal, secrets that cut close to the heart. Conflicts that force Claire and Jamie to question whether love alone is enough to hold everything together. As they try to protect their home from outside challenges, they're also fighting battles within themselves. The emotional weight of this season comes from knowing there's no escape left. No more running, no more postponing the truth. This is where every thread must finally come together. The final season brings back the familiar faces fans have followed for years. Claire and Jamie stand at the center, but they're surrounded by the family they've built across time. Brianna and Roger continue their journey, balancing their own struggles with the legacy they carry. Young Ian returns, shaped by everything he's experienced. Lord John Grey, William Ransom, Rachel Murray, and others all play their part in this closing chapter. It feels less like a cast list and more like a reunion, a gathering of characters whose lives have intertwined in ways both beautiful and tragic. Their presence gives the season a strong sense of continuity, reminding viewers how far this story has come and how much has been sacrificed along the way. Yet even as the main story reaches its end, the world around it continues to expand. The recent prequel series exploring the love stories of Jamie's parents and Claire's parents proved that the universe still has depth left to explore. That story wrapped up its first season in October and has already been renewed, showing that while one chapter ends, the broader world remains alive. Because of that, Season 8 carries an added responsibility. It must provide closure without closing every door. It must answer long-standing questions while respecting the larger world that still exists beyond this story. And that balance is not easy. One of the biggest reasons anticipation is so high is because of a theory that refuses to disappear. As the final season approaches, fans have returned to a moment from season 2 that has haunted the story ever since: the traumatic birth of Faith. During that ordeal, Claire drifted in and out of consciousness. Pain, blood loss, and exhaustion blurred her awareness of what was happening. When she finally woke, she was told her baby had been stillborn. But here's the detail that changed everything. Claire had no memory of the delivery itself, no clear recollection of the final moments. She had to rely entirely on what she was told. And for some fans, that uncertainty planted a seed that never stopped growing. The theory suggests that Claire may have been carrying twins and that only one child actually died. In the 18th century, Claire would have had no way of knowing she was pregnant with multiples. Medical knowledge was limited, and a twin pregnancy could explain why her labor came early and progressed the way it did. If this theory is true, the child Claire held and buried in France may truly have been Faith. But a surviving twin could have been taken away, hidden from her, and raised elsewhere. That idea alone changes everything. It reframes one of the most heartbreaking moments in the entire series and opens the door to possibilities that feel both hopeful and devastating. But it also raises difficult questions. Why would someone hide something so enormous from Claire? What reason could justify separating a mother from her child in such a cruel way? And if a second child survived, how did that child's story unfold without ever crossing paths with Claire or Jamie? Some theories go even further, suggesting that the surviving child may have grown up to become an ancestor of Jane and Fanny Pockett. It's a connection that would tie together timelines in an unexpected and deeply emotional way. But it also introduces complications. Why would both children share the same name? How would a child raised elsewhere later know a song that seems impossibly out of place for that time? And that's where one figure keeps returning to the center of the discussion. Master Raymond. Mysterious, unpredictable, and never fully explained, Master Raymond has always existed on the edges of the story. He understands forces others don't. He moves between moments with ease. If anyone could manipulate fate, blur timelines, or orchestrate something as complex as hiding a child across time, it would be him. Because of that, he has become central to countless fan theories, and as season 8 approaches, his role feels more significant than ever. Whether he is a guardian, a manipulator, or something else entirely remains unclear. But his presence suggests that the truth may be stranger and more emotional than anyone expects. Whether this theory is confirmed or dismantled, the final season promises answers. Not all of them will be comforting. Some may reopen old wounds. Others may finally offer peace. This season isn't just about endings. It's about legacy. About what survives after everything else is stripped away. About love that endures across time, even when history itself tries to erase it. When season 8 arrives, it will carry the weight of every choice made before it. Every sacrifice. Every secret. And by the time it ends, Outlander will no longer just be a story about time travel or history. It will be remembered as a story about what it means to hold on to love, to family, and to truth even when time itself is working against you. And as the final chapter approaches, one thing is certain. Before the journey truly ends, Outlander may still have one last revelation waiting in the shadows. And that's where today's story comes to an end.